Fitz on Flix. I'm Fitz, is my friend Murph.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. For what?
Marriage.
Thanks. You're the best.
Nope.
Nope, that'd be my wife. But let's talk about more important things. Oh, man. Let's talk about more important things, but not as important as my wife. But let's talk about a movie called 2012, the new Roland Emmerich film, director of such hits as Independence Day and Godzilla and just a slew of other movies. Murph, what's this movie about? This movie starring John Cusack and Amanda Peet. What's this movie about? Did you like it? Did you not? Should I tell the people you want?
I'll tell them.
Okay.
This one will be easy. All right, 2012, the world is going to end. The Mayans have been telling us this for years, and they know what they're talking about. This movie takes place in 2012, just like the title says. And there's a geologist, his name Chiwetel Ejiofor, plays a guy, and scientist. He finds out that the essentially the world is going to end. The core of the Earth is getting too hot. Things are going to start falling apart, and that's it, essentially. So he's right. So John Cusack plays the husband, Amanda Peet, his wife, and they're basically driving away from destruction. They drive through LA, LA falls apart, they end up in Vegas, it blows up, there's cinder blocks coming everywhere, there's smashing, there's water, there's tidal waves, it's just madness. Essentially, your typical blockbuster craziness. What do you think?
Ugh, hated this. This was madness. This was badness. This movie was better off dead. John Cusack reference. Let me tell you something. This movie was so stupid. Okay, I get the summer blockbusters that comes out in November, but like a summer blockbuster type movie that you're not gonna have a lot of story, just a lot of explosions and whatever. But there's gotta be just a piece, just a little bit, something that seems even remotely believable. This movie was so full of friggin' stupid moments and holes. First of all, when the Earth's breaking, falling apart, and everything's destroyed, I don't think you shouldn't be able to outrun it. But John Cusack finds a way to outrun it several times. Ground fall beneath his feet, still trying to get to that car, that Winnebago. They're taking off in planes just at the right possible moment, right as buildings are coming down. They're going through windows and coming out. It was driving me crazy. There's a scene. They're all at this airport. And it's kind of like a never-ending story where nothing is coming, but instead it's the end of the world coming, and they see it coming, the fire and the smoke and the brimstone. And everyone there sees it, and a million pilots everywhere, and all these different people there. And suddenly one of our main characters goes, "Oh hey, I found a plane." As if nobody else at that airport would have found the plane on the runway. And with all this fire and brimstone coming, they're saying in the tower as they're taking off, "Hey, you don't have clearance to take off. You don't have a right. You can't take off with that plane." Who's going to be there talking about clearance when fire and brimstone is coming at them? Completely stupid. The world ending in 2012, first of all, that's dumb because we all know that's 2014. Boy, shouldn't have said anything. But ridiculous, terrible. Ugh, I hate this movie. Hate it.
Okay, first of all, your point. It was a Russian plane, okay, nobody knows Russian except for one of the main character's friends, so that's why it makes sense. Yeah.
That was a Russian plane?
It was a Russian plane. I don't know if you noticed, but it had Russian writing all over it, and probably the American pilots that tried to take off in it couldn't read the dials. Alright? Makes perfect sense.
No.
Anyways, I thought this movie had everything that you said. Bad story.
Yeah.
But I had fun watching this movie. It was just crazy. I liked how, right off the bat, you find out that John Cusack's riding a limo, and the world's just falling apart underneath him. He ends up jumping over a bridge, drives through a building that's collapsing, which was pretty awesome. At that point, I know there was nothing believable in this movie, but it just looked so cool. It was fun. I loved watching that stuff.
What about people telling bad jokes or just joking when the world and everybody in the world they know has just died and burned, and yet they're still finding moments to have a funny say something funny. What is it with Roland Emmerich, by the way, in saving dogs in the middle of destruction? There's a scene in Independence Day, if we remember Independence Day, where the destruction, the fire's coming, and Vivica A. Fox is trying to get away, and then she goes, "Oh, Poochie." Or no, it wasn't Poochie, but it was a dog. I call him Poochie. And she has to save the dog. She doesn't care about everybody else dying and burning, but we gotta save the dog. Well, you get that again in this one. What, Roland Emmerich? Shut up. What'd you say? Save one more person. Let the dog burn. I'm sorry, Peter. Let the dog burn.
No.
Save a person. Don't let 10 people over here burn and scream and get crushed. Save little Flex.
Flex. I don't care about Flex or Rex.
Stupid.
Dogs are cute. You don't want to see them die. You want to see the asshole die, which you get to see in this movie. There's plenty of assholes. The world is filled with assholes. They all die. And the only people that live are the good people. Oh, and the rich people. Which is a good, it's got a good message in it. You know, everybody's equal. It's not about how much money you have that makes you a better person. We're all the same. It's got a good message. I thought the acting was pretty good too. Didn't expect much, seeing that you know, these kind of movies really have terrible acting. But I thought the acting was very well.
I don't think we are the same. I think you like bad movies and I like good movies.
Oh, it's fun.
I'm saying don't see 2012 sucky ass dumb movie. Murph.
I want to say go see this movie because when the world does end, you're probably not going to see much. So you get to see it all in this movie.
That's a good point. Okay, don't see it, but watch us, fitsonflix.com, at fitsonflix.com. We look forward to seeing you, Murph. It's been a pleasure.
Mine as always.
All right, high fives in our heads. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.